Well, it looks like if the MCU is not quite finished with the multiverse yet. Yes, we know they have upcoming multiverse projects that they're going to be doing, and God knows everybody's sick of the multiverse at this point. But even though the upcoming Fantastic Four movie is already set to be in another universe, it looks like they're going to be diving headfirst into the multiverse. So there are some rumors and spoilers that have come out from the D23 Expo. So let's take a look at them. This article from Cosmic Book News. Fantastic Four D23 offers multiverse spoilers. At this past weekend, well, when I had the D23 Expo in Brazil, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios brought more of the Fantastic Four and continue to tease what the movie is about, which lines up with what the insiders at Comic-Con said over this. I did cover this before, but what they were saying at Comic-Con in regards to Fantastic Four, but let's continue on. Right, so this is where the potential spoilers are going to be, so that's giving you fair warning. While the D23 footage hasn't officially made its way online and is getting yanked by Feige's snipers, various descriptions have hit the net. We already know that the world of the Fantastic Four movie is set in a different universe. It's their version of the 1960s, which is undergoing a space race. The Fantastic Four appear to be located in New York City, where it's not Avengers Tower, but the Fantastic Four Baxter Building. At the D23, Kevin Feige teased a different title, which is pretty interesting, as I think a recent rumor said Marvel was changing the title to First Contact instead of First Steps. Okay, yeah. I did hear that they were considering a name change from First Steps. So if it's decided to go with First Contact, okay. Feige teased the title should be Fantastic Four Everywhere. He said, I like that title better. Maybe we should call it Fantastic Four Everywhere. Well, we go see. I wouldn't put too much luck in it, but I did hear that they were thinking about changing the name from First Steps to something else. So we'll see. Right? The footage shown also included a reference to the multiverse, which plays into what I've been told. The first trailer, just over 2 minutes long, shows Reed Richards talking about an equation that would suggest the existence of other Earths in different dimensions. In his own way, Pascal's character theorizes about the multiverse. Isn't the whole multiverse thing kind of what happened with that terrible Fantastic Four movie where they had Black Johnny Storm, if I'm not mistaken? Could be. I barely remember what that movie was about. I've literally blocked it from my mind. From what I am told and is my understanding, Galactus destroys their world and the Fantastic Four escape into the multiverse. So yeah, I'm really diving into the multiverse. Rumors also offer Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom is from the same Earth as the Fantastic Four. So Downey's Doom would also escape and make his way into the multiverse. Okay. I was also told the female Silver Surfer played by Julia Garner doesn't make it out alive. Yes, I covered that already, you know. Apparently, there's going to be a silver sacrifice in regards to... At the D23, apparently, it's also emphasized there is a space race happening. Well, if it's set in the 60s, well, yeah, we could understand that. It is a retro-futuristic world inspired by the 1960s with a particular emphasis on the space race. It is set in a completely different universe with a completely different aesthetic, new suits, new vehicles, Feige explained. Okay. More spoilers going on anyway. According to Charles Murphy, John Malkovich is playing none other than the Red Ghost, who in the comics was first a Soviet scientist involved in a space race who wanted the Soviets to reach the moon first. Fits with the space race stuff in the movie, okay? So what happens in the comics is that the scientist does a similar experiment / mission where he subjects himself and 3 apes to cosmic rays and they become the Red Ghost and his super apes and battle the Fantastic Four. Huh. Okay, I really don't know how I feel about that one, but all right, okay. The Fantastic Four trailers and teasers released at Comic Con and D23 have also teased Galactus. Again, I'm told the first act of the movie has Galactus destroying their world and they escape into the multiverse. It's my understanding all the footage released so far is from the first act of the movie. It also appears as if Paul Walter Hauser is playing Mole Man. The first act features all these classic and different Fantastic Four villains. They're all battling. Example, then Galactus shows up. Lucky for the Fantastic Four, Reed already knows about the existence of the multiverse, so as their world is destroyed, they can escape. So basically, you have the Fantastic Four battling all these different villains. Galactus shows up, destroys the Earth. Well, as he's destroying the Earth, the Fantastic Four are left with nothing else to do, but Reed Richards knows about the multiverse, so they jump into the Fantastica, I'm guessing, and then they dive headfirst into the multiverse to see hopefully that they can escape and live somewhere else, and then they end up on, I don't know, MCU Prime Earth or something, I'm guessing. What is interesting is that there is a space race going on to apparently see who can make it to the moon first. Okay, so I do get the whole space race to the moon that was going on, yes. What I'm not getting is how exactly that ties in to the whole concept of literally the multiverse. What does that actually have to do with this space race? I'm kind of confused on that part. Anyway, continue on. So does their world even know aliens exist? Or is Galactus and their version of the Silver Surfer their first contact? Then their world gets wiped out, assuming this is all true. When the Fantastic Four escape, where do they end up? When do they end up? The Fantastic Four First Steps gets released on July 25th, 2025, directed by Matt Shackman and stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Ebon Moss-Baccarat. So yeah, that's what's happening. But they do ask some important questions here. Do they know that if they know if the whole the movie has a space race, does the world know that aliens exist? If Galactus and female Silver Surfer show up, then that would be the first indication that aliens exist. And then once their world gets wiped out, where does the Fantastic Four escape to? I'm assuming it'll be the MCU Prime Earth, and they may come in at that time period, like what's going on now. That kind of leads up to the whole doom thing, and then all of this stuff. So that's kind of my take on it. But apparently, it looks like if the Fantastic Four is diving heavily into the multiverse, they apparently are going to be focusing very heavily on that because they are going to be most likely escaping into the multiverse when their Earth gets destroyed. It's possible that Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom comes from their world and he follows them into there, and that's what happens. So those are the spoilers that we're getting in regards to it. I will say some of those things do sound interesting. Some I did hear about the whole Galactus destroying the Earth. I did hear a rumor that Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom would be coming from the world of the Fantastic Four. I did hear that, but it turns out to be true. Okay, I will say if they have decided to take out the whole Sue Storm nonsense, I am a bit more interested. I don't like the fact that they cast Pedro Pascal simply because they figured that the original team was too white. That I have a problem with, but I am intrigued to see what they do at this point. I am intrigued to see how this is going to play out. So I do want to see what exactly will happen going forward with this information that we've gotten here. It has piqued my interest in regards to that. Still sick and tired of the multiverse stuff. I really think it needs to stop. But we will take a look and see about what this happens, and I will hold out hope to something good may come out of it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.